So the stock market's been up, it's been down, it's back up. In the real estate market, is inventory up? If inventory goes up and buyers go down, what happens to pricing? In today's video, we're going to talk about that. We're going to show you the data, how many new homes are on the market, and how that's changed from a year ago. So stay tuned to the end and we'll give you all the information. Hi, my name is Michael Smith. Some people call me Smitty. I'm a real estate agent in the greater Phoenix area. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on 55 plus communities and look at the inventory and the data to see what's happening with the market. In general, the summer is a really slow time in the 55 plus living as many of the residents are not in town. Many of our 55 plus communities have people that are only here during the winter. So next month, and actually October, is when they really start heading back to the valley after the temperatures have dropped substantially. But right now, we'll take a look at what the inventory is for the market. We'll see what's currently going on, and we'll do a year-over-year comparison of some of the data. So let's dig into the information. So currently in our MLS, we have 776 homes currently on the market in 55 plus communities. On the lower end of the price spectrum for 2-bed, 2-bath listed as single family homes, we're at $209,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,200 square feet, Jones Place. And then on the higher end, we're at $1.3 million for a 3-bed, 3.5, 2,700 square feet unit at Encantera. Now, basically what we're seeing on the market is more inventory coming on. A lot of the seasonal visitors and snowbirds are not here right now. So we're trying to find out what the difference is in inventory and how that's going to affect the market. So right now we just have to keep in mind that it's summer. And in summer, not as many things are active and selling in the 55 plus communities as they are in the winter. Many of the residents are not here right now and they don't like to put their home on the market without being here. And they're not always going to get the best price if their home's not freshened up before they put it on the market. And since they're not here, a lot of them cannot do that. Many of them will want to come back down in around, maybe October, November, after the holidays in January, freshen up their home, see what they need to do, see what the market's doing, and then they'll decide if they want to list it or not. Summer's definitely slower in 55 plus communities. So the data we're going to look at today is we're going to see how the inventory is from last year. And remember that last year we were coming out of COVID and it was a very strange year. Nobody knew what was going to happen and a lot of people panicked. A lot of buyers though came in the market from other places and were trying to put their footprint down to get a property under contract while interest rates were low. Even if they weren't getting a loan, they could refinance down the road and get a low interest rate loan, so why pay cash? Many people were coming over from California, Washington State, and many other places to get their retirement homes now rather than waiting, since many people can also work from home. So I want to go into some other data and find out, first of all, how much is being absorbed of what is for sale right now compared to what we were before. About 6 months ago, for every home that came on the market, there was pretty much a buyer for that home, almost a 1-for-1. But right now, as you can see, we have 776 properties on the market. So now let's go in and look and see what's pending, what's under contract. So we have 419 homes currently under contract. That's a lot less than we would have had as far as a ratio in the past, let's say 6 months ago. We had 773, so about half of the properties that are on the market are going under contract. And let's go ahead and see what's sold in the last 30 days. So we've had 284 homes close in the last 30 days. So as you can see, from the closed homes to what's under contract, that's about half. And then the number of homes that are pending compared to the homes that are active, let's say that's close to half. So the bottom line is, you can see as we stagger through the closings that there's a lot less closings going on than there was before. So that means the market is definitely slowing down, and that's going to give buyers a lot more homes that they can look at and the opportunities to get a better price or concessions. Now, remember, in the market, the first thing that happens to a home to sell is not always price dropping. A lot of times it would be a concession. Maybe the sellers will help pay for the association dues on move-in. Maybe they're going to help with some repairs, some other things. So right now, when the market's starting to shift, the first couple things that happen are not normally always price reductions, but they are a lot of times they're seller contributions to help the buyers buy the property. So let's go into the market summary right now, and we're going to go back as far as April of 2021, and that you can see in the red line right here, that's active listings. You can follow that. Now in the black line are the sold listings. This chart is a little skewed, but you can at least see the trend lines. So back in April, throughout the end of the year in 2021, we were trading in a very tight trading pattern. And again, that's because nearly every home that came on the market would find a buyer right away. You can kind of see how tight this was right here. So if we follow active listings, in March, we basically hit the bottom of the inventory. Again, that's the busiest time for people to be in town. And at the same time, we had our most amount of sold listings right here. So right here is a signal that we reached the peak of the market right here, with the lowest amount of inventory and the most amount of units sold. And ever since March, you can see a new trend pattern. We're dropping. So sold listings have dropped substantially. Active listings have gone up. And now you can see the spread, the difference between what's currently coming on the market and what's selling. So that definitely is a signal that we're going into more of a buyer's market. We're shifting away from a seller's market, which we've been in for quite a while. And buyers are going to have a lot more opportunities to get a home right now. They're going to be able to be a little pickier on what they get, and they're going to be able to probably get some price reductions. Listing prices, as you can see, they still are basically right around the same. And we're using data on Sun City actually right here because we want to get in a 55 plus area where there's a lot of 55 plus homes. But in general, again, you can see that people haven't necessarily started to drop their list prices yet, but the sales prices have definitely dropped. Absorption, you can see that it's taking longer to get the home sold. Again, we hit a low for 2022 right around March, and then the absorption has gone up. Now, again, remember, many of the senior living people leave the market right around March or April, so that's not uncommon for the time frames to go up that time of the year. So now we're going to go in and we're going to look at some year-over-year information, and it's all varies based on price, and some of these prices are so low that you're not going to have a lot of sales in that price range, so the data is really not that accurate. But let's just go for an example and say $500,000 homes right here. $500,000 homes. Now, again, there's not a ton of inventory. You can see most of the inventory in Sun City, where there's the most amount of homes, is going to be right here in the $300,000 to $400,000 range. So sold listings in 2021 in Sun City from 300 to 400,000, there was 41. In 2022, there was 53. So there was actually more sales in 2022 than there were in 2021. Now, part of that could be because there's more inventory. So let's follow across and look at pending listings. Okay, so now you can see we have less pending listings in 2022 than we did in 2021. So that tells us right there that we're seeing a trend that things are heading lower, meaning less sales. So now we want to go to new inventory, 300 to 400,000. Now look at this. This is where you really are seeing the change. Look at, there's 112 properties now on the market compared to 39 for 2021. So that's a 66% change in the inventory. New listings coming on the market, that was pretty much the same of the number of homes that are coming on the market right now. But this is the one that's really important right here. is how many active listings currently on the market, meaning they're not being absorbed by the buyers. Where here it's just talking about new listings coming on, and the same inventory amount is coming to the market as it did last year. But this is the key one again right here, where they're staying in active status before they go to pending or sold longer, and that's substantially higher. So that's going to mean that there's going to be a lot more opportunities for buyers. A lot of second home sellers are rethinking their portfolios right now and looking at their assets, and they're selling their homes. If you want to take a look at any of these 55 plus communities or see what's out there for inventory, you can go onto our website, go to the advanced search. On the advanced search, you can put in whatever city you're looking for. We're just going to leave it for the whole valley right now, but you could go in and put in Sun City for an example. Sun City West. And then I have in here single family homes. You could put a price range. Minimum bedrooms, I already put two baths for most 55 plus living. And then you go down here to 55 plus community and you hit search. Now there's a lot of other things you could click on in there. And then right now we're going to see them based on lowest price, or we can see newest and oldest and other things. But right here you can see in Sun City, 2 bedroom, 2 bath. We didn't designate square footage. The lowest price is $269. And then when you click on these listings, you can get a lot more information. You can look at all the photos, the features, and then you can come down here and find out a little bit more information on Sun City. You can see where some of these properties are on the map, the trends. Again, some of these charts, if any of the charts are delayed by 30 days, then they're a little bit outdated, but you can just see the trend lines. And it's actually saying right now, Sun City is a warm market, meaning it's not a hot market like it was before. It's a warm market. And it's probably close to a neutral market right now, where buyers and sellers are in a more normal market. You can see days on market, how it's changed over time, and the listings, the new number of listings coming on, and some of the household information. So anyway, we just wanted to give you an update on the Sun City 55 plus market. We just wanted to give you an update on the 55 plus living. We're using Sun City as an example, since that's our highest concentration of homes for sale in the valley, into the 55 plus communities. There's a lot more opportunities for buyers. So if you're a buyer and you're out of state, you're definitely going to probably be able to get some price reduction. You're probably going to be able to get a home warranty. The sellers are going to have to be a lot more flexible with you right now. And if you're thinking of selling your home, it's very important now that you do a lot more work to your home. You prep your home for sale. You do some painting, some fix up. We're going back to the point where sellers have to put effort in to prepping their home to get it ready for sale. So we appreciate you tuning into the channel today. Please share it with your friends and family. We'd love it if you comment below if you have any comments on 55 plus communities and living. And we'd also appreciate if you subscribe to our channel. It helps us boost us on YouTube so more people can find our videos. Thanks for tuning in.